We're doing great.
Can you fail the task immediately?
The Rosie dog.
You have to see it wobble? What's wrong? Hello, friends, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the home edition of TASKMEISTER. Here, I will set a series of tasks for my friends and record the results. These tasks will be sometimes simple, sometimes complex, but often open to interpretation, and they will reward lateral thinking. And sometimes little to no thinking at all. I will be your host and Meister of Tasks, Jonathan Simoneau. What gives me the right to lay down my judgment? Power. Absolute power. But let's go ahead and meet our illustrious contestants. They are Brett Morris, Daniel Norman, Karsten Crump, Omar O'Day, Patricia Simoneau, and Travis Reeves. We start this episode with what in the industry is traditionally called a recap. Our contestants were set with the task of making the most attractive nature exhibition using only a stone, a leaf, and one other thing. Let's remind ourselves of what these nature exhibitions looked like. Well, they certainly delivered. Brett actually won that task with what I must describe as a gorgeous artistic composition, while Daniel's discreet body hair landed him in last place. And so now the scores look like this. With 4 tasks to go, it really is anybody's game. Well, I mean, technically it is my game, but, who's keeping track? Me, I'm keeping track. The winner of this episode is going to walk away with a very special and unique reminder of the trials and tribulations they went through. So let's get to the first task, and this is going to be one that I choose. I choose. It's a sneeze pun. You'll see. What? All right, sir. You ready?
I think so.
Okay, I'm not ready.
Be prepared to move.
I'm watching you.
Okay.
Okay, sneeze.
Sneeze.
Fastest wins, your time starts now. Sorry. Sneeze.
Fastest wins. Your time starts now.
Your time starts now.
Sneeze. Fastest wins. Your time starts now.
Oh,
Now, is that a real
Did I do it?
sneeze?
you're asking the question, aren't you?
I am asking the question. Is that a real sneeze?
Okay. Well, that was a fake sneeze.
For real sneeze, I take it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can blow snot. That would count, right?
This is stupid.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta go get something.
Hooker crook. All right.
Thanks, Alex.
Stupid, yes, and potentially quite difficult. That may be a bit of a running theme with our tasks today. People sneeze every day, but can these folks do it on command? Let's find out.
Can I step away for a second?
Yeah.
I don't know if I or anybody else can sneeze on demand. All right, one sec.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. This is disgusting, but I think it might make me sneeze.
Okay.
No. Okay.
This could take hours.
I told you that my mom made me do this once. Because it's an alleged cure for migraines. I'm gonna hate you so much later. Where the hell is the cayenne? Did you hide it?
Some black pepper.
Nope.
Oh. Oh man, we're so close.
This is dumb. That counted. I was totally sneezing. Mom told me. She was like, just put some on your hand and just snort it. You know, like you would cocaine. I don't.
Fuck. I don't know how to make myself sneeze.
That doesn't make me want to sneeze as much as it makes me want to cry. Oh.
Alright, we're gonna add cayenne. Oh, Jesus. Nope, I was the wrong direction. That burns right now.
Hey Google, how can I make myself sneeze?
It around a bit. You may feel a tickling sensation. To find
Fuck. It's just making my eyes water. I'm sneezing all day, but I can't sneeze on command.
Can you fail a task immediately? If I needed to sneeze right now, it would have been perfect.
Actually, having to sneeze is probably the fastest way to win this task.
Yep. Let me try the other nostril. It really burns a lot. Oh. I hate this. Oh, Jesus. I mean, the massive amount of tears blowing in my eyes has to count for something. Shit, this burns.
Oh, that burns. I'm not counting on myself winning this one. We're doing great. Not really. You bastard. Okay, mocking me.
Not even kidding.
I also got this.
Mm-hmm.
This is a weird fuzzy thing. I was thinking maybe some tickling would happen. Oh my god, there's pepper in my nostril.
Definition of sneeze.
Do you have dark chocolate?
Nope. I mean, I could cry for you. Oh, it's just like every time I sniff, oh, it just keeps burning. Maybe it would be better if we just like go to the next one. Ow!
Can't do it, man. Cannot sneeze.
Well, at least there's no pepper coming out anymore. I think we're probably gonna have to call it.
I've got nothing. I've got no sneeze left in me.
Yeah, call it, man.
Okay.
Can't
Valiant
do it.
attempt, man. A for
I
effort.
can't do it. I was so close instantly and then couldn't do it. But I don't know. On my way home, I'll sneeze 18 times.
Yeah, but we could move to the next task and just see. I might sneeze at some point.
Just let me know if you sneeze at some point in the future.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, stopping the clock.
That
Okay.
sucked. Yeah.
Well, if there's one thing I've determined, it's that the repeated snorting of spices really doesn't do much to initiate a sneeze, but does seem to, for some reason, be the average go-to for our contestants. Oh, sorry, actually, I see here that I forgot to show one person's attempt, and that person has a name that starts with a Daniel. That's right, it starts with the Daniel sound, and then is followed by silence.
Sneeze. Fastest wins. Your time starts now.
Was that a real sneeze?
I think it was. It just kind of hit me.
That was actually really a legit sneeze.
It had like a something in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you.
I would trust you to tell me the truth. And you know, our friendship would be in jeopardy if I learned that you lied to me, so.
It's true.
Well, making up for a poor early showing, Daniel sneezes in just 1 second. Now, I have reviewed the footage multiple times, and taking into account that the sneeze seems more legitimate than not, coupled with the fact that Daniel was willing to put our friendship on the line, a friendship that has lasted since the early 90s, I have to judge it as a real sneeze. And so, Daniel wins the first task of the episode. So that means I'm going to award 6 points to Daniel, and then I'm going to award 5 points to Karsten, who sneezed after 3 minutes and 58 seconds. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to award everybody else 0 points, as none of them sneezed. It's harsh, but them's the breaks. Now our scores look like this. You know, I've been doing some reading recently, specifically about psychological and sociological tendencies. Did you know that it's pretty well documented and studied that people will act differently when they think nobody's watching? What I find really fascinating is that if you leave a camera on in front of that person, they act in a manner that could be considered on the one hand performative, but on the other hand would be incredibly strange in a publicly observed situation. Anyway, totally unrelated, check out some extra footage I acquired. Interesting. Yeah, that's the future of our nation right there, folks. Alright, now this next task requires a combination of both balance and bank. 2 words that start with the letter B. Other words that start with the letter B include bravery, bashful, and honey. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready. Okay.
Good luck.
Make the highest tower of coins.
Make the highest tower of coins on the wobbliest thing.
After the task, your taskmaster will rate your thing's wobble with a mark out of 6.
Height of your tower in centimeters times your thing's wobble rating.
Height of tower in centimeters times your thing's wobble rating.
Times your thing's wobble rating.
Height of tower in centimeters x your thing's wobble rating equals your score.
Highest score wins.
Highest score wins. What is a wobble thing?
Can you read the rest of the task, please?
Your time starts now.
You have 200 seconds.
Your time starts now. Well, first I need to find something that's good and wobbly.
Wobble rating. Wobble rating.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right, Karsten. You are going to need something good and wobbly, but hopefully still appropriate enough for me to film and distribute online. Real question is, how will the wobble rating be determined? Will there be some kind of strict mathematical logic behind it? Likely not. Will it be completely arbitrary? Almost certainly. Will some people find this frustrating? That is a given.
Alright, well, my tower can only consist of coins, and I have a very limited amount of coins, of which I blame Kim for.
Coins. Need coins.
I just so happen to have a wobbly wooden robot on my desk.
Hoping a round object like a potato that will wobble if agitated would do the trick.
I have to wobble.
This is very wobbly. See, it's super wobbly.
Mm-hmm. To demonstrate the wobble, see that? Wobble, 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 wobble.
How?
Do you have to see it wobble?
All the information is on the task.
Ah, well, that's wobbly. Look at that. This is pretty wobbly. Look at that wobble.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a 10 out of 10. Stay. Stay.
Oh. That is a definite wobble. Yeah. And it's very on brand, too, which I like.
The most convenient thing I had was a Wonder Woman bracelet.
That's a wobble.
Coins. That's all I got for you.
Oi! I've got a rosy dog, and she is a rosy dog, and she is my wobbly thing.
Oh shit.
I gotta stabilize myself.
Now, what's considered height? Straight up and down? Half of my tower just killed itself.
Time's up. Stop. Stop.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. If you want, I quit.
Alright. There's a tower of coins! Oh no, it fell! Alright, so, that was my tower of coins.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Can you give me a measurement in centimeters, please?
Who uses the metric system, Jonathan?
The British.
So,
And now I'm gonna tell you how tall it was in centimeters.
If you knock this over in an attempt to measure it, there will be dire consequences.
gotcha.
Yeah, well.
Okay, I will define all of those as towers, though I will say that some of them may be stretching that definition. Speaking of definitions, the Merriam-Webster dictionary defines wobble as, quote, to move or proceed with an irregular rocking or staggering motion or unsteadily and clumsily from side to side. I'm going to be mainly using that as my basis to judge something's wobble rating. Because of that, I have to judge both Daniel and Patricia's items as not particularly wobbly, though Patricia did have the highest tower overall at 6.5 centimeters. The wobbliest item has to go to Travis, who used the notoriously wobbly Rosie dog, though ended up having the shortest tower at 0.9 centimeters. But the best combination of tower height and wobble goes to Brett, with a tower height of 5 centimeters and a wobble rating of pretty wobbly. So Brett wins this task and nets an additional 6 points. So now, our scores look like this. I hope you found that earlier clip of Karsten growling as funny as I did. It sure would be funny if there was even more footage of a contestant doing something similar. Especially if that contestant's name was actually an anagram of the word rankist. Anyway, completely unrelated, here's some more footage. Hey, can I come in? It's locked. Okay, thanks for indulging me. I promise that that's the last time I'm going to make fun of Carson for that particular type of behavior at that very specific timestamp. So, moving on, the next task is going to combine both drawing skills and zoological expertise. Like the famous naturalist John James Audubon. I have no reason to suspect that the quality that this task yields will be any different. No reason at all.
Go. Maybe. We're gonna go like GoPro mode here.
Perfect.
Let's see.
Without lifting your pen from the page.
Without lifting your pen from the page.
Without lifting your pen from the page, draw the most ambitious animal.
The most ambitious animal.
Your taskmaster must recognize your ambitious animal.
Your taskmaster must recognize your ambitious animal.
Without you telling your taskmaster what it is.
Most ambitious and recognizable animal wins.
You have 100 seconds.
Your time starts now.
Before we see the contestants complete this task, let's take a look at the drawings on their own. I can say with a certain degree of confidence that most of those are recognizable as animals. I am worried that some of our contestants may need to schedule an eye exam. Let's see how they got there.
Animal. Ambitious animal. Okay. It's an ambitious animal.
I have no idea what I'm going to draw.
Without lifting your pen from your page.
Jesus.
I feel like ambitious is in the eye of the beholder.
Fuck. I hate this.
Oh, I hate this.
After that nonsense, I insist that our contestants explain themselves. Like, literally, explain your work. So I believe I do recognize it as an elephant.
Yes.
And I'm looking for the ambition. Is it slicing a pancake with a knife?
Close. Yeah. He's trying to cut a steak. So, it takes a lot of ambition for an elephant to try to cut a steak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I believe you have drawn a raccoon.
I have drawn a raccoon.
Now tell me why it's ambitious.
Raccoons dig through your garbage. They kind of feel like they're owed everything. I don't know. They're just all around ambitious little critters.
It looks like a very deformed tiger.
You're too specific. It is a cat.
Talk to me about the ambitiousness that you see.
So I was so ambitious that I started out with, and that's how ambitious I was. But ambition doesn't necessarily imply. So I was ambitious to draw a really large cat. So
and you feel that makes the cat ambitious. Animal itself is ambitious.
That's the best bullshit I could come up with on the spot. Yes.
I'm going to guess that your animal is a human.
He was going to say, give me more power.
But what is he currently saying? And what's ambitious about that?
His desire for power has overwhelmed his speech centers.
Is it a bee?
Yes.
Can you tell me about the ambitiousness?
Are you kidding me? Gathering pollen and crap and making honey and feeding the queen. I mean, there's not much more in the world in the way of ambition than feeding and handling the queen and making sure that the hive survives.
Okay.
The only thing I could think of that was ambitious was murder.
It appears to be a crossbreed between a cat and a horse merging with an elk with one eye.
Hold on. I don't think that I should be punished for your misinterpretations. I was kind of going for like a wolf type thing, but it does kind of look more like a cat
like a wolf?
slash horse. Like a wolf.
Yeah.
You know, I would say that some of those explanations are actually believable. So, I'm sorry, there's something in my ear. No, I'm being told that after reviewing the footage, a discrepancy has been found. Let's see what's happened.
Without lifting your pen from your page. Oh, fuck. I hate this.
Yes, that is right. I didn't see it at the time, but the footage does clearly show that Patricia lifted her pen from the paper. So it's only fair that I judge her drawing at that current stage, which will reduce its recognizability. I have to give first place with 6 points to Omar, as his human, though kindergarten-esque in its simplicity, was instantly recognizable. And I think we can say that after hearing everybody's explanations in the last segment, humans are nothing if not ambitious. Unfortunately, while I do agree that murder itself can be ambitious, I'm still not entirely sure that what Travis drew could be construed as an animal. At least, not one that would live for long. And so, I must be harsh and award him last place with 1 point. So, let's see what this task has done to the scores. At last, after a grueling series of tasks, both physically and mentally taxing, we come to the final task. In this task, our contestants must show coordination, agility, and accuracy. They will also need to be able to recognize basic measurements and properly identify at least 2 spoons. Will at least some of them look incredibly foolish? I hope so.
You like the Green Lantern?
No. Why would you say that?
Just a thought.
Yeah, there was a time where I was really into Green Lantern, when Jeff Johns was writing it, and I still like Green Lantern, but I mean there was a time in my life where I was reading it all the time and really into it, and I bought some merchandise at that time.
That's maybe more information than I need, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
Good luck. Wait. Oh.
Holding a spoon in each hand.
Throw an object with one spoon and catch it in the other.
Spoons must be at least 3 feet apart at all times.
Yeah, fastest wins.
Time starts now.
Your time starts now.
Time starts now. All right.
You must say Spoon Man, already did that, in a different way every time you miss. Your time starts now. Alright.
You may have noticed a slight addendum to the task provided to Travis. He has to say the word Spoon Man differently each time he misses. Is it fair that he has a slightly altered task? I'm not sure, but it's gonna be fun to watch.
So it needs to be... Okay, yep.
I have never been a particularly dexterous person, so we'll see how this works. I need something to throw.
The big question here. What counts as a spoon?
You need to see what object I'm throwing.
Okay.
3 feet apart, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I've got a Kleenex. I think this is probably about 3 feet apart. I'm going to... Spoon Man!
There's no way.
What?
Spoon Man, together with your hands.
You're gonna make a mess.
Shit. Fuck. Wait, all times. All times. Fuck. God damn it.
Ah! This is gonna be the hardest task.
No! Oh, man. How do you catch something with a spoon? Spoon Man.
I think this is a better idea.
Longer than the sneeze.
Keep in mind it could be any object.
Oh. Look at me.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on.
Spoon Man. Oh. Spazoon Mazan? Manzelman. It's way too far, Spoon Man! Why would you even do that?
All times.
I would say at the point of throwing is what we'll call that.
Taskmaster is really made for people who have been very athletic their entire life. You know, professional athletes at the top of their game.
It can bounce.
Spoon Man. God, I'm trying to think if another object would be better than tissue. I'm gonna try a dime. Okay, I couldn't even see that. I'm gonna go back to the tissue.
This is so stupid! This is an object. Almost!
Oh, ah.
I do like the preparatory sort of jiggle you do before each throw.
Because I have to learn how to throw.
Maybe I shouldn't have chosen a potato for this. That nice ass crack shot for you there.
Ah! Has anyone gotten this?
Alright, I got a thumb drive now. You ready for this, Spoon Man? Spoon Man.
I'm not left-handed. Why am I doing that? This sucks.
Glass on the floor here.
No, now I'm determined.
It's a regular Soundgarden in there.
Come together with your hands, Spoon Man.
Jonathan, you're so late.
I apologize.
Glass on the floor here.
It's extra difficulty. Oh, stopping the clock.
Ha! Very nice.
I caught it.
Oh, stopping the clock. All right.
Caught it.
We'll call that a catch.
That's a catch.
Broken glass. Here it is. I think this is grounds for a retrial.
While it's not possible to say exactly when the spoon was invented, there is evidence of its use dating back as far as 1000 BC in Egypt. At that time, spoons were often made of stone, wood, or ivory, and carved with hieroglyphics or even religious symbols. Now, whether or not the ancient Egyptians used those spoons to toss coins, napkins, or even a potato back and forth, there's really no literature on that. Luckily, we have some nice data from our contestants who, maybe someday they'll be viewed with the same reverence as ancient Egyptians, but I doubt it. Still, they've given us a good performance and some good data to go along with it. Travis was able to make the catch in 8 minutes 31 seconds, which is just a little bit longer than it takes for the light of the sun to reach the earth. While the sun may be in first place when it comes to heavenly bodies that keep us warm and alive, unfortunately Travis comes last in this task. Omar takes 5th place, catching his object in 5 minutes 25 seconds, followed by Brett with a time of 3 minutes 41 seconds, and Patricia 2 minutes 56. That means that Daniel and Karsten were the fastest to catch their objects. Actually, they finished 2 seconds apart from each other. Karsten caught his potato in 1 minute 12 seconds. And Daniel caught his coin in 1 minute and 14 seconds. That means that Karsten caught his 2 seconds faster than Daniel, which means Karsten wins the task. Alright, let's take one final look at the scores, see what that last task has done, and who wins this episode of Taskmeister. With that last task, Karsten pulls ahead to become the first ever winner of the Taskmeister Home Edition. Congratulations, Karsten. You will be provided with your prize very soon. And I hope that the rest of the contestants don't feel too dejected by this. It was a valiant effort by all. And though Karsten takes the trophy, the rest of you will receive something to commemorate your hard work, the time you gave, and the dignity that you sacrificed. Speaking of sacrificing your dignity, please feel free to share this video with your friends and family. Or just a random stranger who you think could stand to feel better about their ability to accomplish simple tasks. So, what did we learn? Well, we learned that you can accomplish anything if you put your mind to it, as long as you plan, act thoughtfully, and shove as many things up your nose as possible. Thanks for watching and see you next time!
Spoon Man! 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 Spazoon Mazan? Manzelman! Spoon Man! 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 A Spoon Man! Spoon Man! Spoon Man! Spoon Man! Spoon Man!